Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
And what's it gonna do?
It doesn't matter how you're doing. Woo! Wheeling dealing, limousine right, jet flying.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Would you please shut the hell up?
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
The cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the human rubble.
What up, what up? Welcome to episode 98 of Keep the Kayfabe. I'm Mike, sitting here with my boys, ready to talk some wrestling. We got a big weekend coming up with All Out this Sunday down at the Now Arena. We just saw Dynamite last night. We had boots on the ground at that show. Charlie was in attendance. One of the greatest Dynamites, saw some of the coolest matches of all time, but we'll talk to him in just a second. So let's introduce the boys real quick before we get into our world-famous King Booker all-out prediction show. I can't wait to break down these matches in this card. So let's introduce my guy, current King Booker, Steve Groschmidt. What up, Grobby?
Get ready to get these hands.
Oh, yeah. I hope he's warming them up.
The first Triple H flub right there.
Yeah, that is a head scratcher.
That's your 1st fail.
I mean, we should be more supportive since he's a Wisconsin boy, but I don't really feel like it.
No, he's a douchebag.
Really Wisconsin, dude.
Definitely. Well, Charlie, you're not from Wisconsin, so, I mean, you can hate all you want.
No, I mean, he's like more, I think he acts more like a Southern boy, dude.
Right. Well, you know, I always say Wisconsin is kind of the Alabama of the North.
They said that Milwaukee used to be the Birmingham of the North. There's a book about that.
Is there? Wow, my assumptions were correct.
And it's not good. And it's not for a good reason
not
either.
a compliment.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Exactly.
You can feel it. You can feel it. I'm going to have to check that good. I'm going to have to check that out. Sad. Well, we're just trying to make futures brighter here by doing great shows like Keep the Kayfabe, talking wrestling, bringing people together. All right, let's talk to the guy, Mr. Now Arena himself. Oh my God, Charlie Michael, getting it done down at Dynamite last night. What up, boy?
7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Oh yeah, he's back, and his name is Morrissey, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might be his real name.
William
Not
Morrissey,
the depressing British.
Not the racist asshole from Britain.
Is he racist too?
I think he's like one of those like anti immigrant he's like, I don't know, he's kind of a douche. But,
really?
Yeah.
I'm learning so much here tonight just in the intro.
This is informative.
It's all about race.
I'd say thanks for listening, Morrissey, but I don't mean it.
Awesome. So yeah, Charlie went down and checked out Dynamite last night. So pumped for him. He was 7th row on the floor. I was looking for him when Moxley came out and when CM Punk went into the crowd. I bet the back of your head's on the recording, but
I was like on the opposite side. Like my entrance would have been, it could have came in either way, but yeah, they came in. I was like on the other side. I think I was looking back. You could kind of see me in the dark on a couple spots because I was standing up a lot during that show. Me and a couple other guys.
Legendary show you just saw, and it's a great setup for All Out taking place this Sunday. And Charlie's going to be heading back down there. He'll have me in tow. We're real pumped. Matt Michelson unfortunately isn't joining us tonight for the prediction show, but he's got a good excuse. He's getting hitched this Saturday. The boys and I will all be in attendance. It's going to be super fun. So he's taking care of business, but he did submit his picks. So he won't be able to defend his stances, but we will represent him. So, all right. So let's just go over the rules real quick for the prediction shows. If you've been a long-time listener, you know how it goes. But for those who are new, the prediction show basically is us booking the card the way that we think it will play out. We each get a point for wins. We lose a point for a loss. We throw in some cool stipulations to kind of make it more interesting. There's some side bets usually. And also each participant gets a kick out where they can submit a pick, but then they can kick out of it and change it later. And you only get one. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the rules. We're going to run down a lot of matches here. But how it usually goes is King Booker from before, who is Steve Grobschmidt. He gets to decide who goes first, but we just talked about before the show. Or who gets to go last, actually.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You come up with the rules to see who gets to go last.
Oh, boy.
The honor. So, I mean, we could flip a coin. You can come up with something really quick. A birthday of a wrestler closest to. Or who's racist and... no, never mind.
There's some racist wrestlers.
We're not going there.
we've already covered the racism angles of wrestling.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I get to determine the order, don't I? I mean, this is my show, right? Essentially.
Well, that's the luxury of being King Booker. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a decision here. Like, I'm gonna factor in all the information that I've gotten. Here's how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Here's how it's gonna go. I'm going last. I'm picking myself, not just any spot, but my spot.
Right.
That was a quote from old school wrestling. And as we discussed earlier, you guys are going to alternate. So the very first match, whatever you pick, Mike, you're going to pick it first. And then the next match, Charlie's going to pick it first.
Yep.
And so on and so on. And either way, I'm going to repeat. So really the order is insignificant.
Insignificant.
Well,
Only
good.
two of us.
Well, let's get to the action.
Yep, and Matt's pick we can mention at the end of each match.
Yep.
Exactly. He won't be able to perform a kick out, but that's okay.
Nope.
He shouldn't plan his engagement or his marriage during All Out weekend.
During
All
All
Weekend.
Out. Yeah,
Man,
that's a bold move.
There's a lot going. I mean, this is a weekend I'd consider staying down there again, man, because you got Dynamite tomorrow. I'm sure there's some. I think Warrior Wrestling's probably got a show. GCW's got a show Saturday night. You got Fan Fest. And also
that's
Brian
all.
Alvarez
That's
and
like
some guys are wrestling, and then Sunday you got your shows too, because Sunday
Busted
you got
Open.
Busted Open live show. You got your, NXT Worlds Collide show, which is kind of interesting.
Hopefully they get the Ring of Honor show down there too. Hopefully on a Thursday or Friday or whenever they get that thing going.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are very lucky to be so close to basically the mecca of independent wrestling, where people from around the world make the pilgrimage to Schaumburg or wherever the hell the Now Arena is exactly.
Hoffman Estates.
Oh,
right
Hoffman
next to
Estates. That's
it's
right.
right next to Schaumburg, though. It's right next to it.
So super pumped. It'll. I think this is Charlie. You've been to every single one of them. I will be going to every single one. It's something that
I'm trying to think. I think it started in 2018. They were saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
Sounds
so that's
right.
4. Because someone said they've been at the show 10, the 10 AEW show. So I've been to four of those shows. 2 in Milwaukee, which is 6. I went to the New Japan show. We went to the. Damn, how many have we been? We got it. Well, we'll do it later.
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, we went to Forbidden Door. We went to the Punk show. Well, we'll count it later. It's kind of boring. Fans don't want to hear that. But yeah, we'll have to count it after the show and come up with our numbers. We've seen quite a few shows.
but we've been representing at AEW.
Absolutely. Well, when we live so close,
your streak ends, Steve.
I know.
Me and Mike are like the Undertaker. We're still going.
I know, but we get the vantage point for the podcast. You guys will be in the crowd. I'll get to see it with the announcing.
Right, yep, that's true.
It'll all work out.
We're covering all the bases. Absolutely. Yep. All right, we need to get this going here. So, All Out is taking place this Sunday, as we stated. There's 3 pre-shows, but they're all pretty straightforward, so we're not going to predict those. But let's get into the actual card itself. A lot of great matches on here. We're going to see an amazing show. Let's start off with Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho. This has recently, there's a nice little story going on here and Daniel Garcia is basically the linchpin in this whole thing. So I'm predicting that Daniel Garcia is going to have some interference in some shape or form. I can maybe see Daniel Garcia jumping ship and going to the Blackpool Combat Club here. So I think Daniel Garcia is going to cost Chris Jericho the win. He's going to cross his mentor. Bryan Danielson gets the win by pinfall. That's my pick.
I'm
Charlie?
going with Danielson as well.
All right. Steve?
I am going to go Danielson. I do think Garcia is gonna figure into it. AEW is so long term sometimes with certain stories that, like, for a while there, I was wondering if maybe he'll swerve and Garcia will stay with the Jericho appreciation, but he just doesn't fit. He so doesn't fit that it's not even interesting that he stays in it, because you got the goofball guys on the team. It's just, this is a story I think they just need to pull the trigger on and have him jump ship, because yeah, he doesn't really work for me in the JES, other than that he used to be with 2.0.
Right.
So I think it'd be much more interesting, and he's got some momentum now because of his matches with Bryan Danielson. Everybody wants to see it.
Yep.
They got to make it happen.
Yeah, pretty much the fans are willing this, chanting "You're a wrestler."
Yeah.
3 straight weeks now, it seems. So I think we're gonna see it. It'll be fun. It'll make the fans happy, and Tony loves that. Tony Khan loves that. So yeah, Matt Michelson actually picked Bryan Danielson as well. So we're all in agreement.
Sweep.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the next one: the Interim Women's World Championship. It's a 4-way match. It's Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida. So maybe a stipulation would be who's the winner and who will
Take the pin.
take the pin, right, as an extra point.
Sure.
So, Charlie, it's your turn now to lead things off.
Storm wins. She just taking the pin.
Storm and Shida. Interesting. How do you figure Shida? I'm just curious.
Because she got the pin.
The old classic booking. Yeah.
I'm not giving that up anymore because you guys have been stealing those. So that's the last one.
All right. Well, I'm going booty over booty. I would love to see Toni Storm pin Hayter. So I'm going Toni Storm getting the pin on Hayter, actually.
Wow.
Which would be nice. So, yeah, I kind of want to see Hayter win this, though. But I don't think it will ever happen.
I don't think it will, but I'd be A-okay with that. I think that'd be sweet.
She's been working her ass off.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Woo.
Right in your living room, folks. Anyway, Steve, who do you got in this one?
I got Storm as well. I think, Britt Baker is too cold. Like, she needs something different. She's too stale right now. Like, they just can't put the title on her. I cannot see it. It would really actually, frankly, suck. Shida, kind of the same deal. She's been there, done that. I'd love to see Hayter win it, but I don't know that. I just think Storm's the safe answer. I'm really kind of going back and forth. Like, I could see. I was thinking Britt Baker was going to take the pinfall until she took it this week. Then
took it,
because I was thinking what's going to happen is they're going to pull the trigger on Hayter and Britt Baker. Their long-term storyline, like going on a year now where those two had friction, and then they kind of put a pin in it. But I think Sunday's the night where those two finally implode, and maybe they'll have a feud out of it. But who takes the pin out of those two? I'm gonna go. What the hell? I'll go Britt Baker again, because now this is gonna be the new direction for her. She's gonna get pissed at Hayter. So
I can't see her taking 2 pins. Other reason I picked Sheeta's. They're not buddies. They're not tight. So something weird's gonna happen, and she'll pin her.
Okay. Sheeta, I don't know. I don't watch Dark all that often, but a couple times I did. Sheeta was doing almost heel-like things. Like,
oh, was she?
That they might even just set it up that Sheeta's like her first challenger then or something.
Yep.
Okay.
So but for the record, I'll go Storm and beating Britt.
Okay. Matt Michelson has Toni Storm winning. He doesn't have anybody he doesn't have the pin E, but
have to text him. Maybe
I bet you could get that from him. Yeah,
I'll ask him on his wedding, on the dance floor.
Yep.
During his first dance, I'll be like, Matt,
You know, when they're doing speeches, you could just like call for a microphone, and they're gonna think, "Oh, that's
Right.
cool. This friend of his is gonna speak up." No, I just got a couple of questions about the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's a money play right there.
Yeah, I start clicking the champagne glasses to get the people to kiss, but actually it's like, shut the fuck up. I gotta ask Matt a question here.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Nice, very good segue there. All right, cool. So we'll get to the bottom of that. I'm excited for that match. I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited for Toni Storm. The only thing that kind of I pumped the brakes on Toni Storm. She's really putting a lot of risque photos out there on her Instagram stuff. It's just
Easy
like,
money.
is that the
Oh,
champion
yeah.
you want to put? Like,
Yes.
is that cohesive?
Yeah,
You guys good with that?
I'm good with it.
All right.
Oh yeah, and I saw that.
I wouldn't spend money on it, but I'm good with it.
What's that? I can't trying to remember what Toni Storm calls her butt thing. What does she call it?
Oh, it's a stupid move.
Sweet cheek music.
It's
Sweet
so
cheek.
dumb.
I kind of like it actually. I saw how it kind of works. Because I saw it from behind, from the person sitting. She doesn't really hit their head. She hits them above their head.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's really well done though, because
It's
it's
a
a lot
good,
of force.
yeah. Yep, it looks like it is. But I was like, oh, that's how she does it. She's not really hitting their head. She's going above their head. It looks like she's hitting their head, but she's above it. That's like it's a really good move, because like I always thought she was getting wiped out, and even at some podcasts I listened to saying, I don't know how she's not hurting people with that. And I just saw
And you see it live.
I was like, oh, that's how she does it. Yep.
You know what? If I was under the sweet cheek music and she hit me on my head,
I'd go up. I'd
be all right.
I'd make sure.
Yeah.
I'd make sure.
with your mouth open. God. Okay.
You get injured,
Better
and
move along
then
here.
you get injured, and they're wheeling you away, and you're like, so worth it.
She broke
Yeah.
your neck.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but did you see that?
What a way to go.
Did you see my tongue?
Oh shit. All right, we got to keep her moving here. Good stuff,
Yep,
boys.
Keep it going.
Okay, so this is going to be kind of a tough one. I'm a little torn. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. It's the House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro in a triple tag team match here. So Charlie, you led off correct last time, so now it's my turn to go. All right. Well, okay. I know that Sting has like this undefeated streak or whatever he's involved with, especially on the big pay-per-views. He never seems to lose. But I think House of Black got dogged pretty bad in this Trios Championship. I don't want to see them lose twice in a row. You know how they exited early in the tournament. They're like, no, House of Black is too good to do two losses in a row. I know Sting has this thing and Miro needs the win, but I just have to go House of Black on this because they did him a little dirty in that tournament. So I want to see him get their comeuppance at the big pay-per-view. It's going to be a great match. A lot of pain and punishment. What do you think, Charlie?
Miro, Darby, Stinger.
Okay.
Based on the Sting's undefeated streak.
Based on Miro coming on their team. Based on, even though Darby did get the win, but he took some beatings, and I think they'll get the win, and they'll probably House of Black might get their run at the trios at some point, or maybe at the tags at some point. But yeah, it kind of sucks because they shouldn't got taken out so early, but they're trying to tell a story with Hangman and the Bucks, so they kind of got ended up on the short side of the stick. I think the VPs overruled them on the story they wanted to tell.
Right. Well, also, guys, do you think Lana comes out? Because Julia is part of the House of Black, and there's a female presence on House of Black.
I kind of have a feeling she will.
Oh my
so
god!
too.
I mean, he's brought it up for like a year. It's like
More than that.
Yeah.
2 years.
And he's got to have some debuts.
Mm-hmm. That would be one that I think will happen. Cool. What do you think, Steve? Who's winning this for you?
Honest to God, this is like AEW at its finest because this is a really hard match for me to pick because, okay, Sting and Darby, that part of it actually doesn't concern me. I think Sting's a pro. If it was the right time to put somebody over, he'd do it in a heartbeat. But Miro being on the team, and he really needs the momentum. But then you got House of Black, who just, like you said, they got out of the tournament. Like, House of Black and Miro all need the win badly to me. So somebody's got to lose again. I'm so all over the place on this, but honestly, at the end of the day, the guy that I think needs it more is Miro. I think if he comes out, I mean, the only way they lose is if like this is just like a really weak alliance and like Darby takes the pin and then Miro loses his shit and like feuds with him or something. But yeah, I don't know. I really I'm gonna go Sting, Darby, and Miro, but man, I really hope they got something lined up next for House of Black because they have really cooled. I mean, they're such a badass team, but they keep losing.
Yeah, and they need some heels to take over, and House of Black has that. They need to book them. I'm sticking with my pick as much as I hear you guys' points. I agree with you all, but I'm gonna try to offset and steal one here.
I honestly, this is a hard ass match to pick.
Yeah, and Matt also picked MSD. Miro, Sting, Darby.
Okay.
That's what we're calling it, MSD. Okay. But that's going to be a killer match. I don't know. I could maybe see House of Black, I don't know, maybe almost murdering Darby and they have to call the match off or something and it ends. It's going to be weird. I know the finish is going to maybe be weird. But I'm probably totally wrong.
It'll be a damn fun match though because Sting always overachieves. Darby's Darby. Yeah, I mean the match is going to be just a train wreck of fun.
Big time. All right, let's keep her going here. Let's get to the singles match for the AEW TBS Women's Championship. It's Jade Cargill versus Athena. I think I went last, right, Charlie? So you're up on this one.
Yeah, Jade.
You're going Jade.
It's not time.
I don't think so. First I did for a little bit, and then I don't think so.
I am in agreement with you, Charlie. I think Jade's kind of hitting her stride. She's gotten a lot better. They haven't really built up Athena that much, or maybe I haven't really been paying attention.
Think so.
Nope,
maybe I'm not watching enough Rampage, and I don't know. I just honestly haven't really seen her wrestle a whole lot. I don't even know how many matches she's had on TV.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with Jade. Jade is just she's just got it all. The size, the physique, the looks. But the more that she continues to wrestle, she's gonna get better, and I don't see it changing. Not now. Steve?
I am in full agreement. I think Jade's got momentum. I think she's actually over. Like the fans dig her because she's just a presence, and she's never been a lights out wrestler. But it doesn't matter when you look like that and you just got the character. I mean, she's like a 10 in looks, a 10 in promo, and like a 5 in wrestling, and that's plenty good.
That's like 15.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. But I don't know. It's like when Ember Moon joined NXT, I was like captivated by her. I thought the finisher, the eclipse, everything was super cool. There's something about her I really liked. And I don't have it anymore. And I don't know what it is. I just think she hasn't been all that interesting in AEW. She's doing this weird where she's trying to be real cool and like kind of make facial expressions and like make fun of her opponent. But she just kind of comes across as like really dorky to me, and I'm not feeling it at all. And I feel like this was cobbled together because Statlander is out for a long time again. It's just you don't invest as much time as they did in Jade to have Athena beat her, and I think that would be like a rare moment where AEW feels like they're just feeding it to somebody because they were a name in WWE, and I don't think Athena should be the one to end that streak.
Well, Matt Michelson does not agree with you or us. He's actually picking Athena to.
Oh, so we're gonna gain one on him. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well, it's understandable. It's understandable. He's got a lot going on this week. He's distracted. So.
I like the courage.
I'm kidding. I really, and a part of it's wishful or like willing it. I don't know. I don't hate Athena, but I'm not interested in her. It would really annoy me if she doesn't. I don't know. That wouldn't gain anything.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, put it this way. I think this is what we're all saying. I think we would rather see a lot of other women in the company carry that title, but Athena's not one of them.
No.
I'd honestly rather see Jade have it more than Athena.
I mean, hell, at this point, if they were really set, like I firmly believed that Statlander was going to be the one to beat her. Like,
Right.
and Statlander's probably out a year now.
Poor
Hell,
girl.
just have Jade have Jade just run another year and like wait for it rather than give it to Athena.
Totally. All right. Well, we'll see how that one shakes out. I can't see them going more than 15 minutes.
No.
So that might be go take a piss match. We'll see.
Hate to say it, but I agree.
Yeah, this one I'm not going to take a piss at. I have my full attention on this one. It's Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage. This has been an awesome, awesome story. This has been some of the greatest promo work from Christian, maybe in his whole career. I don't know. I didn't see him in all of the promotions after WWE, but he always seemed to play second fiddle to Edge when they were tag teams. But Christian's just been crushing it since he's been in AEW, especially since he's turned heel. This has been an amazing little back and forth, good storytelling. I'm really proud of Jungle Boy. He's really he's maybe a jungle man now. He's really growing into an adult. I kind of hope someday he sheds this Jungle Boy character and becomes more of a Jack Perry. I would actually love to see him.
Did you
be
see his
heel,
promo?
too.
His promo yesterday or Wednesday, he alluded to that. He said he's going to be there on Sunday as Jack Perry.
Right. Yeah, I'm into it. And that's why I think he's going to win. So I'm going Jungle Boy. I think this is where a babyface takes one over the heel. Even though Christian has been killing it. Love you, Christian, but I'm cheering for Jack on this one. Charlie?
Christian.
Nice.
Okay. Any reason?
Yeah, I mean, it's no one knows what Luchasaurus is doing.
Yeah, that's true.
And for a guy like Jungle Boy, the chase to beat him is still on. The story's not over yet.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Okay. I think it is over. It's been like 2-3 months.
You also thought that Wardlow and did you say what was the other bet with Wardlow and MJF or something? Was gonna wrestle like now.
Oh, we're raking up
this one.
We're raking up old graves here.
Well, I just didn't have my month
Well, who
straight.
knows? Who knows? It could be. Who knows? It could be. It could be over. But I don't. I think this is one of those stories they're gonna tell for a long time.
Well, I like to think All
for a
Out
baby
is
face for a baby face like Jungle Boy. It's gotta be a struggle.
I don't know.
He's gotta have some obstacles.
I feel like All Out it's historically been the pay-per-view where they wrap up stories and end them so they can start fresh. Yeah. So that's why I'm sticking with Jungle Boy. So let's hear what Steve has to say on this.
Oh my God! So this is what happens when you pick last. I came into this ready to pick Jungle Boy Jack Perry because I just kind of had this sense they were gonna go with give him his moment. After all the shit about his dad and all that, he's gonna get his win. Christian's going in with a bum arm. That's his out. But just I don't know. Charlie's kind of persuaded me here that the Luchasaurus thing, like I don't know, that whole thing's been really weird. It's like he joined Christian immediately, then he sided with Jungle Boy, but it's been weird. Like there's like this,
and he's still wearing black.
Yeah, and there's this weird little thing here where it's not convincing that he's fully with Jungle Boy. So yep. You've convinced me. I think Christian wins to extend this, and it's going to be one of those things where Jack does everything right, but then Christian pulls off some shit at the end and wins, he's left unsatisfied.
I think Luchasaurus does something.
He turns on him and sticks with Christian.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
could see it. I could see it.
Christian's a dastardly heel. He's not going to be able to beat him. So he's going to have cheat and have
Yeah.
Luchasaurus do something to hit him and then take him out.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
This feud is far from over. I'll give
I'm
you guys this free pick.
Well, I'm
I
going
think-
Christian.
Well, I think, Luchasaurus will interfere. But as I mentioned before, Jungle Boy is no longer a boy. Jungle Boy is Jungle Man.
Jungle
The
Man.
man is going to overcome all of those obstacles, and he's going to be more over than he's ever been after this match. It's going to be an amazing match, and Jungle Boy is going to be the feel-good match of the evening.
All right. I like it.
And
I do like your pick.
Matt Michelson also thinks Jungle Boy is going to win. I'd love to hear. I'll ask him at the wedding also. I'll be like, Matt, why did you say that? So,
Actually,
so many
I
things.
think I'm gonna
I miss
dress.
Matt.
I'm gonna dress like Jungle Boy at the wedding. I'm gonna wear a loincloth.
Let's do it. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Okay, so another fun match. Wardlow and the hottest tag team in the world, FTR, teaming up versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. It's just a 6-man tag team match, straight up. Gonna be a lot of ass kicking. I gotta think. I mean, Charlie, you go first, right? I think I just picked last.
And
so
we do
that.
that. We do this at least once during a pick where the person that gets to go last is so confident they just interrupt and go first. Wardlow and FTR are gonna win this match. There's no question. I mean, yeah, the Machine Guns are like a fun team and all that, but they don't mean a whole hell of a lot to AEW fans. Yeah,
This will be a good match.
it'll be a great match, but to me it's the slam dunk ironclad pick that FTR and Wardlow win there. So I'm sticking it in there first.
cool.
Ditto.
Same. Just like Wardlow would have been so over MJF, would they have wrestled that all out? Why not put Wardlow, one of the greatest wrestlers going right now, with the greatest tag team? So my assumptions were correct in kind of a little way. Small way.
Michael Wardlow is going to win this one.
Might bump into his girlfriend on the concourse again, and this time I'll be like, hey, I know you. Because last year we didn't get a chance to talk in passing, but I'm going to tell Mike, Mike, I say what's up. So
You do that.
see how that goes.
I think it's good.
All right. So here comes a crazy one. A wild one, I should say. It is the Casino Ladder match. Winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. There is a wild card entrant, or a joker as they call it. But the participants going are Claudio versus Wheeler Yuta versus Penta El Zero Mero versus Rey Fenix versus Roosh versus Andrade El Idolo and Dante Martin. And that Joker pick. So what we're going to do is we're going to predict who the Joker is and who is going to win for 2 points. Steve, you want to go first because you're so sure on this one?
No, I already called my shot. I'm going to go back to last. Okay. But I already have my stuff set, but still, I give the luxury to go last.
Okay. Well, I think the Joker is going to win this. Because Claudio, he's already the Ring of Honor champ. Wheeler would be great. I'm leaning
Wheeler
towards
won.
that.
And he won yesterday.
Last night, so he ain't winning nothing.
Shove it up your ass, Charlie.
So I'll save you some time on that one, pal.
All right, then why don't you go first, you cocky fuck?
Oh, all right. MJF's the wild card. MJF wins.
Oh.
Damn, that's what I was going to say. Okay.
You took all that time to do that.
He got to you, and you had him go and steal your pick.
Listen, someone has to drive the bus on this show and build some tension and some mystery. You just like to throw it all out there.
Got a long show, pal. We're not even halfway there.
Well, you're getting Vince McMahon with your pals.
We are
there.
over halfway there.
Pal. Let's go, pal.
Wow.
We are over halfway there.
I got weights. And a steak to eat.
Shakes and weights, or no, steaks and weights. That's what was the Otis's thing for
Otis. Yep.
Steaks and weights.
I got a steak and some black coffee to drink, pal. Let's book it.
Nice.
All right.
Plus, I got to pay off one of my whores.
One of them only?
Exactly. He's got one of them to pay. Wow.
All right. So MJF is the Joker. MJF wins. That's what Matt Michelson said too. I
think we're all being worked, but
I know. That's why I'm thinking. I don't know. Is there some like New Japan guy that could come in here, like that Ace dude?
Anybody?
I'm with you. I mean, I'll just jump right in. That's exactly what I'm picking too.
Who?
Ospreay?
I'm going. No, Ospreay. I think
Ospreay's
unless
gone,
Ospreay's working us, which I guess is slightly possible. I think he's out for a while. He's busy.
So how do we know he's for sure gone?
We don't, other than him saying so.
Yeah, in Twitter he said he was gone. He probably set something up for Wrestle Kingdom, I bet.
What did he say? Did he say
for the foreseeable future, he's gonna be done with AEW.
Yep.
And but then he took some shots at like Kenny, like we're even now. Just keep your mouth shut.
Because they beat the shit out of him. So they're basically set. It's on AEW's like official site. So they're basically setting it up for later. They beat him up before they left town.
Yeah, in the absence of anything else, yeah, I think that's my pick too. MJF and he wins because I don't know. Big. There's nobody that could make that kind of impact. I mean, Gargano's going. He's already in WWE. Yeah.
Go Bray Wyatt, dude. You really want?
Oh no.
Well, and
that's
Brian
Cage. I can
Cage.
think of.
Brian Cage is said to be coming back, but he already was the Joker once before.
And he's Ring of Honor. Yep.
Yeah, he's Ring of Honor.
I can't think of anybody big that would be out there.
Well, especially the loudest mouth in the company, MJF, has been so silent for so long.
Plus it sets MJF up against Punk, which they wanted to get to down the line anyway. So it gives them an easy way to get there.
True. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going MJF as well. Steve, are you doing that as well?
I can't come up with anything better. That was before you guys even said that. That was what I came in predicting. So yeah, I think we're all in agreement. And yeah, maybe there's some swerve we're not thinking of, but I just don't know. I mean, that's the the safe. Sometimes the smartest pick is the right pick, and I just think that's it.
Like I said, it might be totally off. Because I think we all picked someone one time that to be it, but you don't know, so you just gotta grab out of your ass and what you think you heard.
Let's hope it's not like, no offense to him, but like, Morrissey made his debut. If they did something like that, that would be really lame.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Enzo.
Well, oh God.
Enzo. I tell you what would be good if they brought Enzo and Kath. If they brought them both in.
Well, I was kind of half expecting that last night.
Does need a mouth.
The crowd would have lit up with.
The place would have went nuts.
Yeah. What if MJF comes back and Enzo somehow comes back? And those two cut promos on one another.
I was just going to say that. Those two going at it on the mic would be fun.
Money. Yeah.
Not bad. All right. Well, we'll hold out hope. So, okay, we're all doing MJF as the Joker, MJF winning. We're not going to gain a point. So we're just going to sit back and enjoy that wild 7-man ladder match.
You just kissed your cousin.
All right, so let's get to the tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. It's Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee, and Swerve Strickland versus the acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. Awesome. Love that they're getting a shot at this title. I think they're going to be champions someday, but I just think Swerve in Our Glory, they haven't had a chance to defend it on a huge show, and they deserve to. So I'm going Swerve in Our Glory for this one, even though I love the acclaimed and I know they'll be champs someday. But I'm gonna enjoy this one for sure. I'm going Swerve.
Yeah, they got a nice pop in the post match show.
The acclaim.
Yeah, the acclaimed did. Yeah, they're over. I mean, I know some people have been picking them. I'm still trying to think. Fuck it, I'm going to the acclaimed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, they got the crowd behind them. But do they need a title?
Yep.
I think they need it more than
Then Keith Lee. Yep.
Keith Lee and Swerve, because
Yep.
they're two singles guys that are put together. I don't know. Yeah, boy, this is a match.
And the crowd's gonna go nuts with them. And I was there last night, and that crowd was going nuts. And the little shitty, it's just the little shitty jobbers that they were doing.
Who did they wrestle?
Some job guys, local
Oh,
talent. It was for taping for, I think it's Elevation.
Yeah, maybe Elevation.
They said it's going to be on Saturday, I think, or it's going to be on before the pay-per-view. I think it's Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
Tony was saying, so.
Okay. Okay, nice, Charlie. I like the confidence on it.
Yep.
Steve?
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this one, and there's something. Yeah, I just think Swerve in Our Glory's been fun. It was really cool when they unexpectedly won the titles. It was an awesome night. But there's something about that team that, AEW, again, sometimes they're patient, sometimes they're not, but that's a team ready to implode. I don't know. I just think sometimes, like you said, Mike, the Acclaimed, like, their day is going to come, but sometimes you got to strike when the iron's hot. And I think the Acclaimed is so over right now. I'm gonna pick the Acclaim to win the titles. I think why the hell not at this point? Just let them go with a run. That'd be fun as hell. A true tag team should hold the belts for a while. After this is like the second time they have like a two singles guys as the champs. It's like
yeah. I hear what you guys are saying.
That's a toss up though, dude.
I don't want to kick out because you got to think who. Swerve in Our Glory took the belts off of who?
The
Jungle
Young
Boy and
Bucks.
Luchasaurus or Young Bucks?
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks, yep.
And then they lose to the Acclaim, which are normal, like, mid-card entertainment, middle of the show. I don't know how that strengthens the belts. It actually kind of gets downgraded a little bit.
But they're so over that I don't think the fans would view it that way.
Right. I'm going to hold strong. I'm going with Swerve still.
Dude, this is not an easy pick.
I want to. You know how I love that team.
Yeah.
And I hate, it's kind of like fantasy football. I hate picking players that I hate on my team.
Right.
So I hate, and it's not like I hate Swerve in Our Glory, but the Acclaim are just so much more fun, so much more interesting. But it's too soon. Too soon.
Fair.
Okay, what did Matt say? I'm trying to find it here.
Oh,
he's saying Swerve in Our Glory as well.
We're split.
Mm-hmm. So this is good. There's a lot of chop in all of our picks here, so we may have a clear-cut winner.
I might kick out on that, but I'll let you know.
You got until promo of the week.
Yep.
Until the end of the show, you can use your kick out before Charlie says Triple H. All right, so let's get to another match that could go either way. It is Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Will Hobbs. Charlie, I'll let you go first on this one.
Starks.
Alrighty. I love Ricky Starks, but I want to see a heel win at All Out, and I want it to be Will Hobbs. So I'm going Hobbs. This has been a really good story. Probably like the story that not enough people are talking about. That's going to be an amazing match coming up. I think this is it. And I think this would be great for Will Hobbs because everybody knows Ricky Stark's talent. Everybody knows what he can do on the mic, on the headset, when he's at the announcing booth. Will needs something. I think Ricky's his boy. Plus, Hobbs he said it himself. Or Ricky said it himself, like, when I was hurt, Will Hobbs called me every day. Maybe he'd be like, you know what? Kayfabe aside, I want you to have this, bro. This one's for you. So that's my logic. I'm going with Will Hobbs. Steve?
I am going Ricky Starks. I think he is. Strap a rocket on that dude. He's just been killing it on the promos. He's so over. Even as a bad guy, he was over because he's so damn cool. I think this is his moment on a pay-per-view to shine. I like Hobbs too. I'm a big fan of his actually, but I think this is Starks' moment.
Great. Well, Matt Michelson also thinks Ricky Starks is going to win. So I'm the one person that's going with Will Hobbs. And that's the way I like to do things. So
that's the bottom line.
That's the way you roll.
It's called All Out for a reason. I'm going all out on these picks.
It's not interesting if we make all the same picks.
Truly. And that's why we're one of the top-rated wrestling podcasts of the Midwest. Shout out to all of our listeners. Like and subscribe and share with your friends. All right, let's get to the next match. It is the World Trios Championship Tournament Final. The Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Dark Order, Hangman Adam Page, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds, or the Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor. Okay, so we don't exactly know who's going to win because they haven't taped Rampage yet, so we can predict who's going to win out of the Best Friends and the Dark Order.
I think that's fair.
And then we will pick who will win the ultimate prize of the Trios Championship. So Charlie went first last time. I think the Elite are going to win. And I said last time the Best Friends were my dark horse pick to maybe win the whole thing and go to the finals. Charlie talked me out of it with the House of Black. He was dead wrong about that. Utter failure.
We all were.
Booted in the first round.
I think everybody was.
He talked me off that ledge. I should have stayed up there.
Should have stayed there like a man.
Yep. You know what? I'm just sticking with Best Friends because I do want to see a elite. Kenny Omega and Trent Beretta. I don't know if you all remember this, but when AEW first started,
I do.
They had that singles match that Trent and Kenny had was like 40 minutes.
Trent's great.
At Daly's place.
Yes. That was an awesome match.
Orange has been better than ever. He's going to work great with the Young Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's going to be a way better match than the Dark Order. Everybody's like, Hangman Page is going to win. But you know what? Fucking Best Friends.
I gave you the spoiler,
OGs.
dude. I gave you the spoiler picks last night. I gave you the spoiler pick. They had the dark match with Hangman. It's going to be recorded Hangman wrestling with the Dark Order, dude.
Well, they already announced that. They did announce it.
But the show's
I'm trying to save you a pick logically now.
Mm-hmm. Why would you want to help him?
Yeah, so they put they're going to bring the Hangman in to lose with these three guys. I'm telling you right now, there weren't that many people there. When Hangman came out, he popped the roof, dude. People love
Hangman. They're
not going to let him lose, dude. I'm trying to save yourself now, dude. So rethink, recalibrate.
What if? Why would Tony double down and get the pop on Dynamite, and then get another pop for Best Friends and Orange Cassidy on Friday night? Why does he double down? He's like, okay, I'll roll Hangman out there because I know everybody loves him, so we'll give him to the people who stuck around on Dynamite. That's where I'm at.
I understand you've been watching wrestling that long, Mike, so I understand.
Oh, you got the line. It stung when you told me that.
Charlie, you've talked so much shit to me over the years that it just rolls off my back. It really doesn't even bother me anymore.
I say so much shit, half of it don't even come true.
Yeah, you're the Meltzer on this. Show.
You are the Dave Meltzer of our podcast.
I throw so much shit out here, half of it doesn't even come true.
You know what? I'm going with my gut. I'm staying with the Best Friends. I'm staying with the Best Friends because I love the Best Friends. I already, fisted my ass by not picking the.
They had I think I didn't see the T-shirt, but they had the hat. They had the hat, Mike, the tie-dye hat.
Oh, really? For sale?
Yep.
Huh. Well, I know I always like to try to get a souvenir, so we might be waiting in that merch line for sure.
You might be. I bought my shit last night.
Oh, did they have all out stuff?
Dude, I'll when we're done, I'll bring it in a fucking cool all out T-shirt, dude.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's light blue. It's pretty cool, dude.
Well, all right. I guess I'll be making some new friends talking about the best friends winning. Be like, wasn't that awesome? Be like, well, I was there on Dynamite and they brought him out on the dark match, so I totally thought the Dark Order was going to be there. So, yeah, they totally booked it wrong. I'll be like, well, you got to listen to Keep the Kayfabe because Mike Bates been talking about this for a month.
You gotta say it like that nerd from The Simpsons, dude. That nerd voice.
Oh,
I can't
shit.
do it. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going Elite, and I'm staying with the best friends. Fuck
Go
it.
ahead.
I'm
Go with
loyal.
it.
I'm loyal.
Fuck it. You
Stand
can't-
by your convictions.
Someone's got, you know what, Mike? Someone's got to be last, so fuck
Right.
yeah.
No
Oh,
respect.
Charlie,
No
what's your pick?
Dark Order tomorrow night, and the Elite, the Elite won it all.
Dude,
And
what kind of shit match is that going to be, though? John
No.
Silver and Alex
Hey,
Reynolds.
Dude. Well, Reynolds. Nobody gives a shit about Reynolds, but the other two are over.
I saw it last night, dude. Johnny Hungry Chance and Hangman. Over
Yeah, and that's all they're going to get.
To the moon, baby. They were
Hey, you know
over to
why?
the moon.
Well, they probably bought the package, the 3-night thing. So Tony's like,
yeah.
I want to get these guys a show. We'll give them the victory, the Dark Order for the pop, because they're going to lose on Friday. That's where I'm at.
The Bucks and Dark Order have 3 days to work out their match. You know, the work. Okay, let's do some cool spots, and plus the roof. You know how the loud it's gonna be, excitement for there when Kenny, even though their faces, kind of both faces, when Kenny and Hangman get together, the place is gonna blow, dude. It's gonna
It
be
blew.
money.
It blew
it's gonna-
already.
it's gonna be raucous.
Oh, it will.
We're talking a full house, Mike.
Do I get to go?
We're still arguing, Steve. I
Yeah.
predict that the best friend's mom is going to drive the minivan down to the trio's finals match. I might even pick the best friends to win the damn thing.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're allowed to do that. You got a mulligan.
Right. A kick out. Copyright kick out.
Copyright kick out.
Fuck.
You're
I
fired
don't know.
up.
I don't want to kick out. I want to, but I don't want to. I might think about it a little bit more.
Well, you got time.
Okay. Steve, what do you think about all this?
Okay, first of all, the Dark Order win tomorrow. That's that pick. I'm not.
That's a given.
To me,
Yeah, we're
to
done
me,
with that.
that's a
We're
given.
done with that.
I'm
Yeah, we're
not
done with
interested
that.
in discussing that. But honest to God, I cannot tell you how much over the last 24 hours my brain has been telling me that I could see AEW having the Dark Order win the titles. They
True.
went with
You know what?
SC
You're right.
They went with
You're
SCU. They went with SCU for the title when we didn't expect it. They went with
Yep.
Pac. They like to
Yeah.
do that, and it's like what the ultimate vindication for the Dark Order is for those three to win the title. In the Elite, well, first of all, my logic was I thought the Undisputed Elite was gonna like fuck with them and like, but I don't even know if they're going with that anymore.
No, yeah, I thought so too. But I think that's
But,
a big deal with Bobby
I am
Fish.
so like I almost have to see this through. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do, just in the interests of like when it's haunting you, you have to go with your gut. I'm gonna pick the Dark Order to be the first trios champions.
Damn.
Yeah, I think you're right on that too, Steve. I think I texted that in our group thread. It's like, if Dark Order win, I think they're winning it all, because why have them go this far, especially beating House of Black?
In either
who are,
way,
like,
the
lock.
fans love all both teams, but either way they're guaranteed the roof coming off. Like if Hangman and Johnny Hungy like win the titles, the crowd not expecting it will lose their shit. So you
True.
can't go wrong. Honestly, either way is gonna be a win.
Okay.
But I'm going Dark Order.
I like that
because
better.
why the hell not?
Well, and the titles, it's a brand new trios title, so the title quality and caliber of wrestler and stardom can only go up from there too. It's not like, okay, we're gonna lead it off with like literally the greatest wrestlers on the planet holding this fucking thing for a year and a half.
Here's the other thing. AEW does things for a reason, and I want to know. You guys all remember the last time Hangman and Kenny were in the ring together. And the Young Bucks sat there on the sideline and then gave Hangman sort of the nod, like, okay, we're not going to interfere. It's your time. And they sort of gave the thumbs up for him beating Kenny. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are,
And
does Kenny, Kenny, they've been playing this. He's not 100%. Does he take the pin here and then the Young Bucks turn on him? Whatever. I don't know. But there was a reason they sort of gave Hangman the nod, like, it's your time. It's not Kenny's anymore.
And I think, remember when I brought up they've been keeping Kenny's shirt on for 2 weeks for a reason to hide these injuries?
It off.
Yeah.
And then last night they ripped it off and were like, wow, he's really banged up. And then he just went through a brutal match with Osprey and Aussie Open or whatever the hell they're called. So he's probably like not 100%. They'll say that in the commentary, and I could totally see Dark Order doing it. I'm kicking out.
Oh,
I'm going Dark Order.
You're gonna ride on my
Dark Order.
No, wait, hold on here. You got to change 2 picks then.
Well, I can't do that. I don't know if there's a loophole, but I'm picking Dark Order for at least one of them. So best friends.
How does this work? You can only pick
I have
one.
To stay with Elite. I don't know. I'm picking Dark Order for something. So I guess the champs have to stay Elite, or I say Dark Order wins it all.
You can't do that. That's illogical.
Yeah, it is, because then if they both lose, then I'm totally screwed.
You're really screwed.
What? Yeah, you were staying with best friends and Dark Order?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, I have to pick one of them.
You have to change one of the 2 matches.
All right, so Dark Order wins on Friday.
Okay, that's your kick out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a logical move.
If Dark Order winning it all, you're saying?
No, he can't. He can only change one.
Yeah, I think they will win. I think they will, because none of them, the Young Bucks and Kenny, they don't need this trios title.
What is Mr. Mike?
Though. They saved this title for when Kenny came back.
That is true. Damn it.
They're not gonna give it to him.
Michelson said the Elite are gonna win against the Dark Order, so he's got Elite over Dark Order.
You know what? I fully prepare to be wrong, but you know what? This is like, remember the movie Tin Cup when he kept hitting it in the water and then he got the hole in one and that's all they remembered? I'm probably going to be wrong, but if the Dark Order wins the title, I got something to crow about.
I'm just going to take a page out of Charlie's book and say, you haven't been watching a lot of wrestling, have you, Steve?
First time, huh?
No. I think you're right.
I'm
Charlie.
self-aware.
Or, Steve, I think you're right. I think they will. I think they're going to give it to him. I don't know. Fuck it. It's enough. It's enough of a head scratcher. Maybe for us simpletons. And Charlie Michael's always right. So for us simpletons, if we're scratching our head, then I guess it's a good show. Okay.
Are we at the main event?
Us rubes.
I love that word. I love the word. What's that?
We're at the main event.
We're not doing any of the pre-show matches, or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'll run over them real quick.
Okay. No, that's okay. I'm just I'm being a little bit of a mark. I thought maybe we'd pick those, but that's okay.
No. We're kind of running long here.
People are like, nah, no, dude. Like,
it's gonna be Pac.
Take your corny ass somewhere else with that, dude. We're not doing that.
It's gonna be Pac, Hook, and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, those are 3. Yeah, you just announced the 3 winners. Yeah,
exactly. You're right. Sorry about that. Everybody's gonna have the same 3 picks.
Exactly.
Oh, we didn't do our classic.
Well, Ishii might win.
We didn't do our classic. Who's gonna lead off the show? Pick 2 that we need to do.
Well, let's get moving
out of all
here.
These before we get to the main event.
Let's get to the main event. Well, okay, let's pick first match.
So what do you think is going to be the first match of the show? What match is going to lead it off out of all these matches that we just ran down? All 11 of them.
Jericho. I'm going to go with Jericho and Bryan.
That's exactly what I was going to pick. So, yeah, I think that's a hot one to get the crowd going. With Judas, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, usually Eddie Kingston is like their lead dog, but I think they put him in the pound since he's been causing some shit backstage, and he's on the pre-show here.
Well, yeah.
I think, yeah, I might go with the women's match, the 4-way title.
Good call.
Did Matt pick one, or did we screw him out of that one too?
We'll ask him at the wedding.
Okay. I love this, like, ask him at
yeah.
the wedding.
Oh, yeah, let me do this real quick. I'm going to do my kick out. I'm changing my tag team to Swerve and Keith Lee.
Okay. Let me just get my
I get this feeling I'm
straight here.
I get this feeling I'm not gonna repeat.
So Keith Lee, Charlie, you're saying are going to win.
Yep, they're going to win. I changed my mind.
Okay. Let me see
After
here.
I thought about it.
Swerve. Okay. And you're going with Daniel Bryan and Jericho leading off the show.
Yep.
I'm going with the ladies match. Steve, you're going with the ladies match.
No. I'm totally going Jericho.
Or excuse me. Yeah, no, you're going with the
Danielson. Yeah.
Right. My bad. Okay. So this only leaves the main event, and we found out what that was going to be last night. It's going to be CM Punk versus Jon Moxley for all the marbles. I mean, it's going to be a crazy match, but they can't have Punk lose in Chicago. They just can't.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
literally
tough.
like
It's
that's
tough.
literally like kicking the Pope in the dick at the Vatican.
And especially after having that promo last night, like he did, the slap in the face, run into the crowd. It's like almost impossible.
I'm very proud of Jon Moxley, though, how you can really tell his sobriety, or maybe I'm not going to assume that I don't know the guy, but it just seems like we're seeing a clearer, less foggy, more focused, more razor edge sharp Jon Moxley. He's really done a bang up job as the interim. I would love to, I mean, he would be the most, the longest reigning, not the longest reigning, but the guy who's held the title the most out of the whole
He's
company.
had it twice. Yeah,
no one else has held it twice. Yeah.
So, man, it would be so cool to have him keep going.
He's had a great year. It kind of sucks because he's going to drop that title. Then he's going to drop the GCW title in October. But he's carried
Teflon.
those. Dude, he's carried those shows, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, he works just as hard as those, maybe even harder at those GCW shows. You know, it's...
How crazy...
He's been great, dude.
How crazy would it be, though? Do you think having Jon Moxley beat CM Punk in Chicago would be bigger than Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania?
It's not.
Well, I mean, they're two different things, but
not bigger because
there.
of the streak, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony's got a little bit of events. He wants to send everybody home happy, and Punk winning's going to send everybody home happy.
Right.
He's a little bit of a people pleaser.
Who did Punk beat to get the championship? I can't remember.
Hanger.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I gotta go CM Punk.
Because I mean, you gotta think down the line. It's gonna be Punk. I think Punk wants to do the job for MJF to get him over. So that's where we're progressing. I mean, I could be wrong, reading too many dirt sheets, but that's the ultimate move is to get it to MJF.
Right. Okay. So you're going Punk then, I'm assuming then, Charlie?
Yeah, it's a given, dude. I'm pretty sure everybody is.
Right.
I'd be surprised.
Well, Matt Michelson
thoroughly shocked.
Matt Michelson is picking Punk here, and that just leaves Steve.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Was I wrong?
It's Punk.
Let's talk about this.
There is no, to me, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough. Actually, Moxley is like, yeah, he's the MVP of the year. But
yeah, I know.
But Punk, the story they're telling with Punk, I completely agree. Like the MJF thing. In fact, you go back in the archives. I mean, I've been saying that for a long time, that MJF's the one like to come next, and I think this is just sets that up. So
he helps him get there. I think he helps him get there. I think he likes the guy.
He's giving back. So yeah, no, Punk
Yeah.
wins. That's your next money thing is him and MJF.
It's gonna be,
again.
but the thing that's gonna be interesting is I have a feeling MJF's gonna come in as a little bit of a face, and so will Punk have to go heel?
Yeah.
Punk has been straddling that line.
Yep, and I think the whole deal is him taking out all the ex-WWE guys. I think that's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything, but just stuff I heard. But I think that might be the move. Get Punk as a heel, and then MJF, him working with MJF to MJF getting over to beat all the WWE guys to run the show. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, like Tony said, he said pretty much after All Out, they got everybody back and shit's gonna be going down going into the fall.
Makes sense. Yeah, Matt has that in his notes too, that Punk's gonna turn heel.
I don't know when he's turning heel. I'm not saying it definitely.
It's not gonna be in Chicago.
Night. Yeah, it won't be Sunday night,
but soon.
Yep, soon.
All right, there's your picks.
All right, they're all in. We're going to see how this shakes out. We're going to see who's going to be a King Booker. We'll have the results show next week. But before we get to that results show, we got one more thing left to do here, and that is promo of the week. This one comes from Randy from Beaver Creek, Colorado. Beaver Creek. Isn't that when you, like, put your butt on somebody's face while they're sleeping or something like that? Beaver Creek?
You'd have to ask Randy.
Or Tony Storm.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, love you, Tony.
Woo!
Beaver Creek, Colorado. My motto is talk big, play bigger. Thanks, Randy. Okay, he submitted a Bobby the Brain Heenan promo from Oakland from 1985, so you know it's going to be good. So, all right, let's get to a classic here with Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Confront you. I know in the absence of John Studd and King Kong Bundy, how do you get yourself in this kind of a mess? A handicap match with Hillbilly Jim and Andre the Giant. 2 men facing 3. Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, and yourself. You are nervous, aren't you?
No, I'm not nervous. I just want to collect my thoughts and make sure everything I say is understood properly. Because it's obvious the World Wrestling Federation here doesn't listen to me, and they don't care about me. Yes, I am a gifted athlete and a wrestler, but I don't particularly care to wrestle, and they know that. The whole thing is between Andre and the Hillbilly and Studd and Bundy. And just because some goon at 7'4" and 500 pounds and some dumb hick from Mud Lick put their 2 heads together with an IQ of 10, they want me in the ring. They want to get their hands on Studd. They want to pick up that money for a slam. They want to get rid of Bundy because they're jealous of his size and massiveness. And they want to get rid of me because they're jealous of me. My whole life, everybody's been jealous of me. Everybody's been worried about me my whole life. They've done this to me. They've done this to me. Don't you call me Weasel either, pal.
No, I didn't. I said you're paranoid.
No, you called me Weasel and I heard you.
I said you're trying to weasel out of this match.
No, I didn't try to weasel out. I just don't want to have anything to do with this match. I want to sit down that chair. I want to guide my men. I don't want to get in there. I don't want some guy 7'4" putting his dirty, filthy hands on me. I don't want some hillbilly putting his dirty farm hands on me. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And you think it's a handicap because there's 2 of you against 3 of us. It's a handicap in your part. Because, Andre, you were carried out of the Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. And Hillbilly Jim, you thought you stole the Manager of the Year award from me and gave it to Albano. And you didn't, because I'm Manager of the Year. And they carried you out of there, too, after that. They carried out Albano. And I'm going to guarantee you something. Thursday, on the 12th of December, they better not bring any ambulances there to the Oakland Coliseum. They better bring some big dumpster trucks where they haul the garbage out. Because that's what they're going to carry Andre out of there with and the Hillbilly. Because Studd and I and Bundy are walking out of there. And don't you call me Weasel. Somebody's just calling me Weasel here.
Weasel.
Somebody's calling me Weasel.
It must be from behind there. Fans, don't listen in Oakland on the 12th. Weasel!
And there it is. Another great promo of the week. Thanks, Randy, for submitting your promo. We're going to get to another one next week. So if you want it to be yours, you got to shoot us a note to our DMs and our social media. Keep the Kayfabe on Instagram and Facebook, or keep the Kayfabe 414 at gmail.com. So Yeah, boys, we got a lot of shit coming up. We got a wedding to attend tomorrow. When this airs, it'll be Friday, and we'll be probably sitting together having a great time at Matt's wedding, watching them get hitched. It's going to be something special. And then, yeah, right after, the honeymoon for me and Charlie starts the next day, going down the All Out. It's going to be a great weekend. Pretty much.
That's great, the honeymoon. The honeymoon for us starts for us the next day.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a blast. Yeah, we got to talk about what we're gonna do too, Charlie. Maybe at the wedding we'll talk and plan it out. But I know I'm going in there doing 3 things, and that is staying humble, staying hungry, and staying hard.
Triple H.
Woo!
And I love you, girl. I don't care what they say. You know you are my world. Come back home to the one who loves you more and more. So you see, it's me you're searching for. You're searching for. Oh, baby, come back to me. I need you and I want you, baby. Come back to me.
This is such good shit.